a good one in store here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Washington Commanders.
The ball on the tee. We're set for football.
And off we go in our nation's capital. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19.
A first carry here for Jordan James.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You talk about this Washington defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Let's go. 70 Rangers, 60 Eagles, 60.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Lions. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Cowboy 80.
2nd and 4. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To Johnson again. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
No problem there on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
49ers 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. He'll look to throw.
Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
A gain of 14. 1st down, 49ers.
Here's James. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Now back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Jordan James
With career touchdown number 75.
And the Niners have got it back to within a score.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it as we resume action.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick
McLaughlin now to kick this one away. it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go now.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He's going to look deep down the field.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. The third down coming up.
6 yards to go.
Come on. Tap to the left. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They're going to look to throw.
And he is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go play action here on first down.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
First and 10.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free.
And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
To the 43, second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
James. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
19, 18.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
18 Cardinals. Go.
They'll set up to throw.
And that is incomplete. Hurley did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
On the ground, it's James. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
They'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards.
70,
37-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down.
This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. 2nd down and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go. Panther and left. Cougar 19. Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead.
Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The slot man in motion right. 2nd and 5. Watkins, he's got him. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 44 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
49ers 16.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Commanders first down.
First
and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's taken down inside the 30. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Bronco 80.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw again. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Back to throw again. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
I would guess that combined, you spoke to both defenses. Neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Jordan Stout now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
1 second, all that remains.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line.
19. Ready.
And they start the second half with Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hamilton.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
In motion goes the tight end. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
At the 11-yard line.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Well, they pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal.
And his kick here is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not only want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Let's go now.
Back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
19 tight. Ready? Craft all 80.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Okay, break.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And yet again, it's McLaurin. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, Nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yards.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
A 7-yard loss. Brings up third down.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Come on. Hey. 18, cop. Ready.
Now back to throw. The completion to Riddle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
On play action, they'll throw. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers.
Jordan Watkins,
54 yards.
And the 49ers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
the Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Ready? 70, go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going up top. And this one is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll drop to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Let's go.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the Niners' 30-yard line.
Here we go. Shot. Liking.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports.
It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
60 Bison.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And that will force a turnover on downs. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle is made at Washington's 38-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. Still going. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 21 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down, San Francisco.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Viking 18. Ready,
now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Ready. 18.
They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
That's good.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw again.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, 56 yards. And the Commanders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
27.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Pass caught by Pearsall.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
3rd and inches.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the 49er first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
At the 36-yard line.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Here we go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here's a give to Bigsby. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 60 Bison.
A first carry now for Thompson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to Pearsall. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
This is 1st and 10.
Cup 19. Set up. Panther 60. Panther 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the 49ers, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.